you know CP from the 70s or 80s, you know it was a different world, just ours, in a way that's hard to explain to anyone who wasn't there. So there was a particular way you dressed to go to CP. You didn't just show up. It was an occasion. If you were only going to give your dry cleaning, you still wore something that said, I'm a person going to Connaught Place. So today I came here, no agenda, no one to meet, just me and whatever this feeling is that I've never quite found the right word for it. I think it might be home, but not the home you live in. It's the home you carry. Some places don't let you go. You leave Delhi, you board a flight to Toronto or California or wherever the family is this time. You carry your suitcase, your snacks, your duty free perfumes, your whiskey bottles, and then you think, okay, I'll be back. And when you come back to Delhi and then Connaught Place, it doesn't wait for you to come back. It just stays here, right here. White columns, circular road, and probably the moment your feet touch these tiles again, something, something in your chest says, there you are. CP in those years had a particular rhythm. It wasn't forced. Delhi wasn't fast yet. You walked, you window shopped, and you ran into someone you knew, a neighbor, a colleague, a school friend's mother, or auntie from somewhere. You stopped, you talked. There was no phone to check. There was just the afternoon and the columns and the conversation and the faint smell of something good, something like good coffee drink drifting out of United Coffee House, making every plan feel small. And that was it. What changed and what didn't change? The bones are still there. So what does CP look like now? See, I'm standing here. Honestly, the bones are the same. That's the thing about good architecture. It holds the circles, the colonnades, whatever else you think about who built this place and why the structure understood something about permanence. And the shops have changed, of course. Some names don't recognize. Today here there is an H&M. This is a new concept behind me that has come up in Connaught Place. It's very recent. It's nice. This is Baluchas. I don't know if you know about this. This is very close to my childhood. Whenever we came from Kanpur, we were brought here for shoes. I have worn Balucha's shoes all my childhood. It was like they had one kind of a belly, round in the front, and some elastic around the flats. I think all our childhood we used to grow out of them, and then we would get another pair. Baluchas. This is a trip, a nostalgic trip. Like I don't know if you guys remember this one. This was the Jain book agency, general and law books, very specialized books. We used to come from Kanpur and come here for our books. Things are the same. Still families strolling, but some things are gone. The Snow White is closed. Feels sad when icons like this disappear. Snow White. And if you gave your clothes there, you remember the particular satisfaction of collecting them, pressed, perfect, wrapped. And there was a dignity to that errand. Now, everything had dignity in Connaught Place then. Even the mundane felt like it mattered. Oh, and here is a shop from my childhood, Jainsons. Jainsons was where you went when you needed something real, something that would last. The kind of shop that had earned its corner of CP and knew that it had earned it. The staff knew their stock, and the tailors and the master G's knew what they were doing. I have had clothes stitched here, and they lasted me till I grew out of them. You didn't just go to Jainsons carelessly. You went with intention, and you left with something. It stayed with you for years. You used to come to Delhi, or if Delhi was something in your growing up in the 70s and 80s, then I'm sure you remember Nirula's. Now we are talking. Nirula's was not just a restaurant, it was a milestone. I mean, I had my first burger at Nirula's, and I still remember. I must have been like in my early, not 20s, like I was like less than a teenager when I first had it, and it was an event. When I had the burger, I was like, I love it. I still remember that Nirula's burger. It was such a big patty, and then it was served open, and you needed a knife and a fork to eat it. And there were fries and coleslaw. And if you remember that, and the ice cream parlor, I mean, the ice cream parlor at Nirula's was again an introduction to ice cream in so many flavors. And the hot chocolate fudge, the people who love it. My personal favorite used to be the ice cream sundae. I mean, Nirla is still there, small shops around, and they do still serve you an ice cream sundae or the hot chocolate fudge. But the Nirulas of CP and the hot chocolate fudge and the ice cream sundae that they used to serve was something out of this world. I still remember it.
दिल्ली मैम प्लीज मैम टेलर में
People who grew up here in Delhi and like me came to United Coffee House because it wasn't just a restaurant. It was an event. The chandeliers, the guards standing outside, making you feel comfortable. And whatever the occasion was, it was special because we were celebrating it at United Coffee House. Sometimes not even a celebration, it was just a weekday that deserved to be marked properly. You just walked in feeling ordinary and sat down feeling like someone. And then there was Greenways. Greenways and the women in my family knew exactly where they were going and what they wanted. And when they said that name, my mother, my aunts, they went to Greenways not for the sarees, not to browse, but to choose. Now, there's a difference between browsing, just looking, and going with the intent of like how many sarees each they want. Like choosing sarees is a serious matter. So, because when it comes to fabric, see, there is what I'm talking about greenways. When it comes to fabric, you hold it against the light, and fabric comes out in waves. You consult, you deliberate, and you go home with something that will be worn on your everydays. And sometimes those sarees will be passed on. Like I have some of my mother's sarees still, and I take them out when I want to feel really special. And then there was, do you know what was really close to Greenways? Like when the mothers went shopping for sarees, we children were like, let's go to Giggles. It's still here. There you are, Giggles. I mean, there were presents. First time I saw a poster. I mean, we just came. We need posters. We need shopping. We need presents. That was Giggles. And today there are all these new shops that have come up. This is new energy. I mean, there's no harm in it. There is new energy now. I guess this is what the people of today need. But the came and then it was nostalgia. It's like this afternoon feels rewarded. That time we didn't need much. A good afternoon, a good burger, good companies, and the columns going around. With us, we're going round and round the columns. I looked at the people here today. Some are sitting on benches, some are sharing stories, families, people in cars honking away, girls with flowers, boyfriends, girlfriends. And it's like I thought about the 80s and the 70s and what we were wearing and what we were doing here, and today what are people doing and what are they wearing and what are they doing here, and it's different. And me, I'm running this channel and I'm shooting, and it's like I used to be this really shy girl, and I thought about that version of me who used to come here in the 70s and 80s, and what a shy young girl she used to be. And today, life has given her different things, all nice. I think that younger person would be pleased with what I turned out to be. And I think she waited for permissions, and I don't anymore. And I know today, if my younger self came, she would want a ice cream fudge here at Nirula's, please. But we are gone. So if you're watching this from outside India, from Canada, from the US, from wherever life has taken you, I want to say something to you. Come back to wherever your anchor is. It doesn't have to be this one, although this one is exceptional. And it could be a street, a market, a particular bend in a road that your feet remember when your mind has moved on. Go back and walk it. Let it do what it does. Because here's what I know after all these years of going and returning and going and returning, home is not a place you leave and come back to. Home is a practice. You have to keep showing up for it. Keep walking its streets. Keep letting it see your face and saying, I'm still yours. I haven't forgotten. And CP hasn't forgotten either. The circle, the columns, the street, the pigeons. And then you meet some new friends like these. And then you meet some old friends like these.
Well, Nirula.
And then there was Rangers. That's Rangers. Still discount. I'll see you in the next one. This is Sadhna.